everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. But in today's video I will be creating this super flawless base for you. But as you may or may not know, my skin it's been a roller coaster, let's just say that. Well, I did have acne and really oily skin, and the oil is something that I really struggle with. So the makeup that I was wearing just wasn't doing it. My makeup would start melting off after like an hour or two, and that wasn't even on a hot day. So my makeup wouldn't stay on my face, so I just needed to do something about that. I bought some new products to try out that are meant to be actually really good for oily skin, and I really want to focus on that today and share with you the products that I love now and that does actually help with my oily skin. And because I know personally how hard oily skin can be, I really just wanted to try this stuff out and just share it with you all, just to see if there's anything here that you would like to try that would work for your skin type. And obviously if you do have like more dry skin or normal skin, it might not work as well for you, but I have super oily skin. These are the products that I would say are definitely going to help with your oily skin and definitely going to make it appear less greasy and melty and keep your face on, because there's nothing worse like if you go to work or like if you want to go on a night out and your face you having to like dab it all the time. Like there's just nothing worse, especially like if you are super oily and you try to dab it up and it literally just takes the makeup off with it. I feel like this kind of the products that I do use do give it a bit of kind of a matte effect, but the more powder products that I use on top kind of reinforce that dewiness as well, rather than like oiliness, and it's more dewy, which is definitely the look that I like to go for as well. So without further ado, if you want to see how I create this flawless base, then keep watching. Okay, so I've done my eyes off camera and now I'm going to get started with that base. For my primer I am going to use the Ordinary High Adherence Silicone Primer, and this is really good. You can use it on its own or as a primer, and obviously I'm going to use it as a primer now. It's really good for oily skin, so we'll pop some of this on. For my foundation I'm going to use my favourite, which is the Estee Lauder Double Wear, and I'm going to mix the colours 4N1 and 2C3. Create the colour that I am now. I have put tan on and rinsed it, so I am a nice tanned colour. I'm just going to pack this all over my face. This is such a good full coverage foundation as well. I like to apply it with a brush first, just to make sure I get it everywhere I want. I know this looks like a lot right now, but when you get it all on, then I'm going to take the back of my beauty blender and start pressing it into my skin, and this will take off obviously the excess. Careful around your brows if you've got like tattoo brows on or something. Okay, and for concealer I'm going to use the Maybelline Fit Me concealer in the colour 16 on under my eyes, on my forehead. And then I'm going to take a smaller beauty blender and just blend that out. I like to blend out the top of my forehead first to let under my eyes set a little bit. Then I also take my buffing brush just to do down the middle of my brows. Just this gets a little bit more precision than the sponge, and it means it won't sit in my brow tattoos. By the way, this base is very like full coverage, which is the look I kind of love to go for on a night out. Not obviously every day. This is a special occasion kind of thing. I like to like bring it down onto my tash a little bit because it kind of likes to go a bit darker there for some really nice reason. I'm going to take a little bit of my Collection Lasting Perfection concealer. This is a bit lighter than the colour I've got on. It is in the colour Extra Fair. I'm just going to do this right on the inner corners of my eyes. Use the little brush just to get it right into there, and that just really brightens under there. And before this all starts creasing under my eyes, I'm going to get my translucent powder. So this is again a new product I've found and starting to use, and it is the Mercier translucent powder. I know a lot of people have tried this and absolutely loved it. That's why I want to try it, and I can tell you that I do love it. Just applying it under my eyes to bake, so everywhere you've kind of put that concealer. In this like really like smoothing, which is a bonus. It doesn't like sit in your creases, like it will just blur and smooth it all out. And obviously if you do have oily skin, I found that this, because it's got quite a mattifying effect, it definitely doesn't, it takes longer for your skin and the oil to show up under your skin. That's what I've found anyway with mine. Just so in need of finding something that's like, because honestly I would have my makeup on for an hour or two and the oil would literally just be melting the makeup off my face. So annoying. This is why I've just like decided to invest in some good products and just finding the products that are going to work best for my skin. And I thought I might as well try it out, and as I am trying it out I might as well share it as well. Anyone with oily skin, you'll know my struggle, and there's nothing worse. It's so annoying. Okay, and I'm going to take a little bit of the Bare Minerals Original Foundation in the colour Neutral Medium. I'm doing this, I kind of like take away the edges of that translucent powder so it all blends nicely. I'm all about such a good blend. I'm just going to dust off the rest of that translucent powder if there is any excess. And as you can see, just how smoothing that is. It doesn't look caked, it just like blurs and smooths, and also like keeps the under eye really bright as well. As I've said, I love a really good blend, and for it all to like blend really smoothly, so I don't want to have like a really dark contour. I like to like blend into that contour. So for bronzer I use Revolution Bronzer Reloaded and Holiday Romance, one of the lighter colours you can get, and I start with the lighter colour and kind of bring the bronzer into my face more. My nose as well, give that really nice tan sun-kissed effect. And then I go in with the colour Long Weekend, which is a darker colour. Only get a little bit on the brush because you can always build it, and I'm not going to take it as high into my face. I'm just going to really use this to chisel my face and create that contour with this. The way I would do it to get that really nice soft contour, not really like obviously done, it just really like blends it out really nicely, smooth, and gives you that flawless base. If you haven't already noticed on my Insta, I'm absolutely loving a blush, but we're gonna go for a nice peachy pink blush, matching quite nicely with the eyes. I really can't speak today for some reason. You want to concentrate obviously on the apples of your cheeks, but blend it, like diffuse it out, if that makes sense. Concentrate most of the like the colour here and then blend around it. I like to blend it up into my contour and my bronzer as well, just to make it all like blend really nicely and seamless. Just to make sure it is all really seamless, I go in with my face brush and just make sure it's all blended correct anywhere that needs to be. I'm gonna add a bit of blush onto the top of my nose as well, and a tiny bit onto my forehead. But the little sponge that you used for your translucent powder, I used the excess what's on there just to tap and clean up my contour. And then for highlight, I have got the highlight on my brow bone and my inner corner. I'm gonna use, if I can get it open, the Doll Beauty Pretty Little Glow, and it's like a gold pink shimmer, which I think will blend really nicely with the colour I've got on my cheeks and also my eyes as well. So I just want it all to tie in really nicely. So I'm just going to use a small brush just to get the concentration of it right on the highest point of my cheekbone, and then I'm going to start to like diffuse it out. With this you only need a little bit because it is very pigmented, and you'll get a super nice glow just off a little bit of product. I'm gonna put a little bit on my nose, Cupid's bow, chin. I'm just gonna soften that highlight a bit with my face brush. That is literally all I would do on my face. And what I would also use is, but I don't have any left so I can't really use it, is the Urban Decay De-Slick Setting Spray. That is really good for oily skin and setting your makeup, and it's gonna last all the time. I used to use the all-nighter one, but because I do have really oily skin, I'm using the De-Slick one. So if you do have oily skin, then definitely give it a go. I'll just quickly pop at the rest of my face and my makeup off, and I'll give you an outro to this video. That is the end of the video. I really hope you enjoyed it, and if you do go to try out any of these products, or if you do have any questions, then please do just comment down below. I will link everything in the description box below so you can go and check out the products that I use. Maybe the finish of this look might not be for everyone, but this is more of a look that I would go for a night out. I think that I want to just stay there and not move. The products like the primer and the setting is definitely really important when it comes to oily skin and kind of securing your face so it's not going to go anywhere. I don't know what I was doing without Laura Mercier powder in my life. Honestly, I've only been using it a few days and I actually really love it. I feel like it's just so like blurring and kind of keeps that under eye really bright, which is so nice. So I think anyone can really use it, whether you've got oily skin or not. If you do have oily skin and you'll know my struggles, then I'd definitely say give these products a try and just see if they work out for you as well. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed my video. Please like, comment and subscribe as always, and I'll see you in the next video.